There's a reason nobody talks about Vegas because they were not ready for iPhones. They weren't ready for the footage.
How, dude? It happened like 3 fucking years ago. What do you mean they weren't ready for iPhones?
They dusted off the old 9/11 plan, and we'll get to that because it's the same team.
Jesus.
So these guys, I don't want to get into the guys that argue over the AR-15 stuff and the bump stock and the
bump.
Yeah, because supposedly you can recreate if you do strafe fire, whatever. Hey, man, not a gun expert. One thing I do like to look at is the Hegelian dialect that Ike talks about, the problem, reaction, solution, to get them to where they want to go. So the guy that was the CEO of MGM, where the shit happened, was also part of the advisory board of Homeland Security. Okay? So, like, here's Vegas. They're having the Harvest 91 Fest. We'll get into the number game later.
You want ground beef? Is that cool with you?
Whatever. Just order me something. Okay. So, these guys are having a concert, and this dude that's part of Homeland Security, his name's James Murrin, and he's on the advisory board of the Department of Homeland Security, which might as well just be called the Phoenix Program. And the end game of this is to, locate and destroy dissidents, create heightened security, a surveillance state, and strong propaganda that is going to instill obedience, fear, and like a follow the leader mentality.
Yeah.
So that's like where we're starting. Like they just want good boys and girls. And Murrin just out of nowhere, a month before the shooting, he dumps 80% of his stock. He sells $9 million of stock. Like right before, right?
Come on, man. That's like getting fucking.
So like I'll talk about this shit. I don't want to get into like the whole nobody died, the shooting never happened.
Yeah.
The bullets were on speakers, all that wacko shit.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, it might be real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, we'll get into it. The level of crisis actors at fucking Vegas is terrifying. But right off the bat, though, you can look up that $9 million just disappears from this guy's stock portfolio, and he's the CEO, and nobody bats an eye. So he dumped 80%, which is bizarre.
That's insane.
Then, like, I don't understand usury and market manipulation. You know that. I'm a hobbit.
We need to end sorcery, dude.
Yeah, I'm a hobbit, dude. So, but you know who's the best? Who would you say, Bill, is the best at market manipulation?
George Soros?
So it's crazy, man, because somebody placed a bet that MGM stock would go down.
Who?
And somebody placed a $42 million bet. And let me tell you, it was happy making time.
It was George Soros?
Yes.
Holy fuck, I guessed that.
Yeah. So that's we haven't even started the shooting yet. This is right before the shooting. You know what I mean?
God damn, dude.
Yeah. So that's the big money moves just before like if we were just angels traveling through time, if we could go in the past, fly over and watch it all go down, like they either had the heads up that something was going to happen, or they did it. Now we're in the same, so that's the same scenario as 9/11 and the Mossad.
Yeah, that's identical.
It's identical, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, that's kind of weird, 9/11 and the Mossad, right? So there's this dude, Michael Chertoff. He is a dual citizen. He's the co-author of...
There's a lot of dual citizens in U.S. politics.
He's the co-author of the Patriot Act, and he was also...
That was to protect us from all the scary Muslims, right?
Yeah, he was also on the... he was also on the Homeland Security Board with the guy that owned the MGM, Michael Chertoff, right? So he's a dual citizen, co-authored the Patriot Act, but he's out of the old Homeland Security game, and he's into creating X-ray machines for places that need heightened security.
Okay.
Are you starting to see?
They always do security.
Shakespeare said that the world's a stage,
and
I'm just trying to set the players on the stage here for you.
Yes. So he's in security.
We got Soros betting that MGM stock's going to plummet.
Yeah.
We got the CEO. What? Yeah. So it's called a put option. I'm not a genius. We got fucking the MGM CEO bailing, 80% of his shit bailing. Yeah. And his buddy is he's chilling, and I'll leave Soros out of it for now because he's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, just to explain to you like how little I know about like the market, I didn't know NASDAQ was a company. I just thought that was the stocks.
Who knows, dude? I mean, obviously, I don't think anyone's holding us to being geniuses here.
Yeah.
So, let me go through this here. Yeah, he's selling X-ray machines for security. So there was a push. They want to police surveillance state.
Yeah.
After the shooting happened, all the mainstream media talked about was no one's safe anymore. We need hotel security to be heightened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they were talking about putting X-ray machines like they have in Jerusalem.
I mean,
they have them in Jerusalem. They have them in Moscow. And when you want to check into a hotel, you have to get X-rayed. So Stephen Paddock brought in 17 bags of guns.
Yeah, naturally.
And ammo to the Vegas shooting. And
just the sound of that would tip someone off.
So you got Murrin, who's the CEO. He dumps his stock, but he's also, he's tied in. This is probably like a kickback with Chertoff.
Yeah.
If he gets this thing to go through.
Yeah.
And then those guys both benefit from everything in the fucking planet getting outfitted with these X-ray back scanners. So you have to, when you walk in somewhere, you have to get scanned and your shit gets scanned, just like it's like the TSA everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aren't there a bunch of Israeli companies that are taking charge of monitoring 5 cities or some shit like that?
That's only in New York, yeah.
Yeah. That's
the whole Ehud Barak thing. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So just before the shooting, 2 weeks before the shooting, Vegas, 2 weeks before the shooting, the singer that was playing at the time had an active shooter drill.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The shooting happened October 1st. September 30th, Las Vegas had an active shooter drill.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know. I'm reading this thing that I wrote down.
Before
I don't know if I'm not making enough sense.
You're making sense, but before we get any further, tell me Bills didn't have anything to do with this.
No, his name's James Aldean.
All right. No. Dan Bilzerian was there, dude. He literally watched him get shot right next to him.
Oh, we'll get into the crisis actors.
He was fucking jigs.
We'll get into the influencers and stuff.
Fuck.
So,
not Bills, dude.
They bring up this weird shit about a Saudi prince. He owns the Four Seasons, and it's the top 5 floors of the MGM.
Yeah.
The Mossad loves to blame the Saudis.
Oh, yeah. Shout out 9/11.
So, obviously, this is a prime spot. So, they have James Murrin, who's friends with Michael Chertoff. This is a prime spot to have an Arab blame game going on. Mm-hmm. So they get this.
This literally is the 9/11 playbook.
This is the 9/11 playbook. And they just try it again. This is literally the same. I mean, you called it. I was trying to build up to it, but you called it. Anyway, so it's the top 2 floors. And the Saudi prince that owns this shit hated Trump. He tweeted about Trump and shit like that.
Dude, okay? You know who doesn't hate Trump? Osama bin Laden's son.
Yeah, no, daughter.
And son.
I thought the son was dead.
I don't know. There's some bin Laden dude who's tweeting about Trump saying we got to end the deep state. Brother, I'm with you.
That's what's up. I mean, they did blame. There's literally no. The FBI found no connection to 9/11 with those.
Total dick move.
Anyway, so the guy that owns the top floors of the MGM, the Four Seasons Hotel, talks all this shit on Trump. Eric Prince goes and nabs him.
Yeah.
Kidnaps his ass.
Okay.
Now we're on the Epstein map.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now we're dealing with that intelligence organization. So you got Saudi Prince, Trump, Soros, Blackwater. We're on the Epstein map. We got the CIA, Homeland Security. We have a dual citizenship situation going on. Then the shooting happens.
Yeah.
People are getting mowed down. Air quotes, supposedly. Who knows? You know what I mean?
I never looked into that side of it.
Dude, there's guys that are saying the shooting never even happened.
You know that intrigues him.
We know how you love that it never happened story. So there's an Allah Akbar, like a Wahhabi Allah Akbar blast on the speakers.
Okay.
Right as it happens.
Hit play now, hurry!
Yeah, and then there's all this sound, and I think it's gunshots accompanied with speaker sounds.
Yeah.
Because they're just sound effects you can download.
Yeah, obviously, dude.
Yeah.
Crystalia did it.
So Let's forget about how the muzzle shots were added after the fact into local videos. Like NBC had footage. There was no muzzle shots. People pointed it out. Then they added a strobe light onto the thing. There was helicopters in the air monitoring the entire situation.
Yeah.
3 helicopters in the dark. Okay. We'll forget about all this. We'll forget about the gunshots.
I can't believe the Saudis did that.
Dude, I know, for real. Maybe they'll find their passports in the fucking field. So then afterwards, it happens right away. All the media's there.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm talking.
The news stories were out of control.
I'm talking like there's a Vegas shooting, and we're talking like Sandy Hook premeditation.
Yeah, they fucking booked the MGM Grand.
We have some of our favorites, actors that have been on Dr. Phil's and stuff. Being interviewed, we have like more than 4 confirmed crisis actors that are the main players for the news.
Like, this is literally like, I don't know.
This is like a weird, like,
call the
hybrid.
Sandy Hook Acting Guild.
This is a hybrid between, like, 9/11 and Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Like, you start watching it, and you're like, I start watching these videos, and it's like the dude sitting there talking about it. He's like, I just can't imagine, like,
The Ellen shit was wild.
I can't believe how many, we'll get there. I can't believe there's so many of these people have been killed. And it's like, that dude is just also on like 3 other news clips.
Yeah.
It's like, so this dude's just a paid
because
actor.
they were talking about, like, in other hotels there were active shooters, and they all fucking swept that under the rug. I mean, they swept this whole entire thing under the rug, like, never think about it again, and we're still having fucking mark.
Well, dude, they swept it under the rug because they fucked up too hard.
Big time.
If you look into it,
should have blown up the MGM Grand, dude.
Like, you wonder why there was no talk about it. Is Paddock's girlfriend worked for the FBI.
Yeah.
She filed to try to get a loan application, and her employer is the FBI. Okay, so this dude supposedly
glowing intensifies.
Yeah, for real. And then you mentioned the guy that went on Ellen, Jesus Campos.
Yeah.
First of all, there's 2 of them. If you look at facial structure analysis, there's 2 guys that are pretending to be Jesus Campos. And this guy, when you want to be a security guard at a casino, you have to be registered.
Yeah.
You can't just be a random dude at a casino. I mean, there's more security at a casino than a regular security job.
Yeah, easily.
So you have to be, like, you have to have your registration. Who knows what kind of shit, other certifications you have to have. This guy didn't have any of it. He was put into the computer by the CEO, James Murn. The CEO of a casino.
And that dude dumped his stock before this happened of his own casino hotel.
And put in, hand entered this guy. Didn't go through HR. This guy didn't get hired through HR. He was typed in by the CEO of the hotel.
This guy's totally cool.
In 2017, this is what I'm saying. 2017, they weren't ready for the Anons.
No, not at all.
Not at all. You know what I mean? They fucked up Pizzagate. They fucked up, they couldn't do a 9/11 again.
No. They fucked up Pizzagate so hard, shit on it constantly.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, why has no one ever talked about the shooter going into the Comet Ping Pong and shooting the server?
Because it's this level of fucked up shit. Because if you look at that Welsh kid that went there, his dad's connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that dude was compromised. He hit someone in a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to get into this shit. They don't want people looking into Vegas. They don't want to talk about Vegas too much because there's too many loose ends. So the media just goes, fuck, shit.
Yeah.
And this is a real low-level thing. If you think about it, we entered the Epstein map because they needed Blackwater to go kidnap this Saudi prince. Besides that, we have some pretty low-level players here.
Didn't there was a bunch of Saudi princes that either got, like, arrested or killed, right? Like, right after that happened?
Who cares? That's a real nice story for the Mossad to throw out there. This is all Arab. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Because the guys that benefit from this aren't Arab.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally. Dwarfs.
So, there's I don't want to get into the thing, but there is not that much blood involved in all this, in the footage.
Yeah.
You see the hospital footage and all this, 61 people killed.
Yeah.
60. People don't like to put the one's Paddock. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he was killed. He was shot twice, but supposedly committed suicide. So, hey, man.
Yes. He had the old Hillary Clinton suicide, 2 bullets to the back of the head.
Yeah. Her prints, the girlfriend's prints were on his bullets. The FBI girlfriend.
So she loaded his guns for him?
She,
Yeah.
just saying. Her prints are on the bullets. The only thing that I thought was a cool side note is the 91 Harvest Fest happened at 10:01.
Yeah, there's a lot of numerology shit going on.
And that is 9/11/01.
Yeah.
And this is literally Operation Northwoods, Operation Gladio.
Yeah.
This is all, whether or not it's done on purpose, that is like the shit that's on the big boy table that we don't know about.
Yeah,
the Michael Wan shit from Tiffle Hat, or
Yeah.
from Higher Side Jets. And so, like, you got 91 Harvest Fest on 10:01. It's a false flag. There's this quantum surveillance act that they were trying to push through during going on. So it's like they have incentive to do this.
Yeah.
And then one thing that I thought you would like is that they showed broken windows.
Yeah, they're hurricane-proof, bulletproof, everything.
Tempered as fuck, right?
You're not getting through it.
There's a work order and a service order to replace them with regular glass.
What?
A week before, yeah.
All right, dude.
So anyway,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I wanted to make clips. I didn't have time. I got too tired today. I wanted to make clips of the crisis actors for you.
I've seen them all. Like they're
I'm just saying, like, that would have been a nice little touch.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like it's just wild that this got swept under the rug so hard, and like whether you want to argue that people fucking died, I'm sure fucking people died 9/11, all that, but like the severity at which it got swept under the rug is insane.
Yeah, I focus more on the intent and the players that win, and it's like if I fucking see George Soros, man.
That's wild.
It is like, okay, so we have Soros, we have the Mossad, we have Blackwater, we have everybody's here feasting on this fucking Harvest 91.
Yeah, if like you ran a huge painting company and like a week before you're like, yo, I actually got all my money out of it and sold to someone else, and then like it just like came that you're fucked, all your company's gone, your car's lit on fire, and people will be looking at you like, hey, dude, what the fuck? Well, but I guess when you're the CEO of a casino and hotel and do it, that's just luck.
Well, I really didn't even want to bring this up to you because I closed my book and I'm done now. I'm done on Vegas now for now.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that James Murren, the CEO, do you think his career ended after he did all that?
He got a raise probably.
What do you think he's doing now?
He's probably head of security.
He guessed the Soros, which was impressive.
If I had to guess, he's probably some head of security job doing something for America.
Do you think he would be in charge of the COVID-19?
COVID-19 what?
The COVID-19 team that's running Nevada.
Oh, dude, they're crazy. Yeah, fuck me, man. God damn.
Yeah,
Nevada's like out of control with that shit.
Yeah,
like on No Agenda, they destroy Nevada constantly.
That's because James Murren, the guy that carried out the Las Vegas shooting, is quarterbacking the COVID-19 defense.
That's up there with the missionary girl from Haiti who now runs Amber Alert.
The co-author of the Patriot Act is wrapped up with fucking the Vegas shooting.
Come on, man. Here's the deal. That makes no sense. And you know that.
Oh, man.
And you know that.
Hey, dude. There you go. I tried to look into something. There's more to come. Obviously, there's more to come because the local cops, when they showed up to do the bodies, were told, and it's on video, watching them all shut off their body cams. Do you want more? I mean, there's more, but we'll do another. We'll revisit this. I only had a couple nights to look at it.
We'll see how the people like it.
We'll see if they care. Hey man, I'm no woodman, dude. I don't go deep. Most of this shit I do is watching YouTubes and fucking popping on.
Pay Andy for his time. Give him a raise.
Hey, this is. I misspoke. This is BitChute territory.
Yeah.